mainly about her time in Craig House. She also recorded several hours of tales of her childhood and youth, which I'll finish transcribing and release on the internet. She was a great cook and an avid foodie. There were a couple of years when, apart from a few favourites, we deliberately repeated. We had a different new meal every night. She loved foreign cinema, and we spent many summer nights at the Somerville Auditorium. She was a volunteer English language tutor, helping migrants and refugees to learn English. She loved camping and bushwalking, and we went on many walks. We climbed a Gloucester tree and walked to the top of Bluff Knoll. Trenna loved children and would have been a fabulous mother. The only reason we didn't have any was that the pregnancy would have been very dangerous for both the mother and the child. She was a superb saver and money manager. She enjoyed the local craft group, which went for a while, and it made her feel part of the local community, which she loved. Trenna looked forward to her Tuesday Mahjong group at our place and enjoyed catching up with Rhonda, Lisa and Helen. She enjoyed travel, going to all the states and territories in Australia, as well as the USA a couple of times, Europe a few times, Japan during cherry blossom time, New Zealand a couple of times, and a number of Southeast Asian countries. She thought it was important that people with a rare medical conditions, such as hers, help the medical profession learn more about it. She did numerous sessions with medical students being interviewed and helping them try to understand what it's like to live with a chronic illness. Even in that very last visit to hospital, she agreed to let a young doctor doing an exam spend an hour interviewing her and examining her. And she always did it with good spirit and with humour. There are a lot of people I could thank for supporting Trenna in the very last part of her life, but in fact, for most of her life, she was the one helping and supporting others. So I'll thank those people privately. Having a chronic illness and one that affects so many parts of the body can be very hard to deal with, and the medical profession and the disability sector can be real minefields. We were lucky that for more than the last 20 years, Trenna and I had our friend and GP, Cherry Wu, help us through it. So thank you, Cherry. Now, to conclude, you may be wondering what Trenna's last words were. They weren't, as you might think, I love you, Greg. No. Her last words came about 2 a.m. on the morning of the 23rd of December. The drug she'd been given did quite a good job of keeping her comfortable and calm. But at about 2 a.m. she was moving around in bed, mumbling. She was very, very restless. So I was there and the nurse was there, and the nurse and I were wiping her brow, we were fanning her, we were moving pillows around, we were altering the angle on the bed, and she was still uncomfortable. Eventually the nurse leant over and she said, "Trenna, what can I do for you?" And in a clear, loud voice she replied, "Get my name right." Thank you for coming and for being part of the